So here's one of the things that we're doing. We're going to be fast forwarding the story just a fraction with a bit of downtime. So open up your ears and get a little bit of narration, because this is going to explain what's happened over the last couple of weeks of travel with our heroes. After leaving the Orc Caves, our heroes continue east through the tangled web of trees, vines and brush that make up the temperate dark forest that lay beneath the veil. 2 weeks of arduous travel have seen them battle wolves, carnivorous plants, and employ stealth to avoid much worse. During this time, our heroes' food and water supplies have run low, and they are scavenging from the forest to survive. Hunting the more palatable creatures of the woodland realm for meat, eating berries and edible plants, and getting water only from physics' druidic ability to create it magically, or harvesting raindrops and moisture from leaves. They are now some 150 miles from the base of the mountains, and at least 100 miles from the elven treetop village. During this time, young Ned, the baby they found beneath the strange tree, has grown considerably. The baby is now a young boy, seemingly around 5 years old, and without direct tutelage has seemed to have learned to speak the common tongue. Our heroes have been contemplating how to talk to the boy, and what questions they may ask to discern more about his strange growth, and how he came to be in the forest in the first place. We join our heroes as they struggle to find nourishing food. They have seen no forest animals or edible creatures or berries in 10 days, and have resorted to eating plants and fungi, barely consuming enough to survive. On top of this, young Ned has a ravenous appetite. No doubt from the need to fuel his strange and unnatural accelerated growth. Things are beginning to look bleak, and they ponder what a cruel turn of fate it would be to have come so far, survived so many dangers, only to die from starvation and lack of nutrition. Alrighty, so that brings us to the pretty much, as you've just heard, a couple of weeks of travel has transpired. Our heroes have depleted all their food sources. Up until now, they've been able to pretty much get by killing rabbits, rodents, and stuff, but for a good while now, they haven't seen anything like that. Water, they've been able to get through physics magical ability, but the food that they have been able to eat, the fungi, the plants, while it's getting them by, it's not really sufficient. It's not being nutritional. Ned, the young boy, he is wearing a green smock, which was actually a dress at one point. If you guys remember, they acquired a dress. Well, they've just fashioned it to fit young, young Ned. And he is wearing the dress with a belt wrapped around his waist. And that pretty much is what he has. Of course, Ned, being 5 years old, is almost as tall as Physic and Rush as well. So we will join our heroes as they continue to ponder and wander through the forest eastwards in the hopes of finding the crashed dirigible site.
I love how his token, he's like holding Physic by the hair, because it just makes so much sense.
Hold on 1 second. Alright, and let me open up the dice pane as well.
Also, it's like a leotard, you know, like a...
Yeah.
Alright, so for those of you that are curious, the baby that we're talking about, they found him 3 weeks ago. Nothing but a teeny tiny baby crawling around on the floor, about 3 months old. They found him beneath a huge red tree that was surrounded by a strange rock circle. He seemed to have a diaper made of moss and plants already fitting him, and he has been growing the equivalent of about 3 months per day. So by now he is, as I said, he's just over 5 years old. So he is able to walk by himself, and he's not far shy of the same height as Rush and Physic. All right. So it's basically mid to late afternoon. You guys are still waging your way through the forests. While you have been finding funguses and plants to eat, Physic, being able to say that's poisonous, that isn't, you can eat that, you can't, you shouldn't eat this. The biggest problem is, while you're putting things in your stomach, you're not getting those calories that you need. To reflect this, everybody is at a -1 strength and a -1 constitution temporarily until otherwise.
Yikes.
Which really sucks if you were already down to like 6 or 7. Because you're starting to suffer from the effects of malnutrition. You're feeling weaker, you don't have as much energy. You guys aren't traveling anywhere near the distance that you were previously either, because you're dragging your feet, you're having to stop and rest. And generally speaking, most of you are pretty, you're a little antsy, a little ornery. You're trying to, some of you may be handling it better than others. But at the end of the day, it's not a good place to be. Your food and drink supplies are pretty much gone. At this point, as I said, your Physic is creating water over your containers, and you're getting enough water to kind of sustain you, but it's the lack of food that's really starting to kick in. You've been a good solid week and a half without any real decent food.
That might as one.
Was that a berry in the tree? It's just a red leaf. I'm so hungry.
Alright.
Well, I mean, we do have one more person than when we started.
Yeah, we'd have more food if this kid wasn't eating most of it.
And yes, that's
there
the
is
other
a solution
thing,
that could solve both of those problems.
Ned
You two, stop it!
eats an awful lot.
I
Can't
wasn't
help
serious.
himself. Talk to him. He's right here.
Just thinking, minimum wage.
Apologize to Ned.
Hey, Ned's gonna have to learn his sense of humor from somewhere. It's not gonna be me.
I wouldn't want him to get a sense of humor from any of us. I think we have a horrible sense.
Fizzle!
That's the spirit.
Fizzle!
What is it, Ned?
Can you make me some of those delicious berries? The ones that you used to... Remember the story you told me when I was a baby? You fed me from a little tiny bottle from the elves' village, and you gave me the yum berries. Can you make them for me, Fizzle?
Hey, Nedo. I'm
so
gonna
hungry.
I'm going to get 2 inches down to his level. And just all of us are really hungry right now, Nedo, and I've been doing everything I can to find real good food for all of us. If I made room for spells like that, we wouldn't have any hopes of maybe finding food for the rest of us. You gotta understand that.
But I'm so tired of mushrooms and green leaves.
Yeah, we are too.
Are there no more squirrels? Are there no more bunny rabbits?
I haven't actually
They're
seen
just
any
hiding
in a while.
real good. They're hiding really well.
Fizzle.
Yeah, Dally.
Is there a reason we haven't seen any critters or something? I mean, this place is supposed to be live with nature, and is he scaring it away? I mean, maybe.
You sound like those sailors talking about women.
Why do you think he would be scaring it away? If anything, we're stomping through here.
Well, they weren't scared of us before, we...
Hold on, I'll do it. I'll do another check, okay? I'm
Baby.
going to
Rushy!
detect animals.
What
Can
is
I
it,
play
kiddo?
with Rusha?
Sure. Maybe it'll help take your mind off of being hungry. I'm gonna take out Jerusha and I'll be like, sorry, baby.
All right. So he picks up Jerusha and basically just holds it, and it just seems to entertain him. He just seems to be quite content with listening to the strange whirs and clicks that your mechanical weasel makes. It's almost like a kid with keys. All right, Physic, you're casting Detect Animals or Plants.
Yeah, just out on the path that we're headed anywhere in the cone.
Okay, so you can detect a particular kind of animal or plant in a cone. What
mammals?
So you want to look for mammals?
Yeah. It says also that I can change it per like round of concentration.
You absolutely you can.
So
yes.
I'm thinking I'm starting with general search. I'm looking for meat that can be eaten.
Okay. All
that
right.
kind of meat.
Okay, so you're starting off with mammals and kind of as you're going along.
Yeah.
And of course, you're there. Those of you in front, there's a lot of radiation of mammals.
Yeah,
You know, there's Daleth, there's Marigold. They're in front of you. They're mammals. Although you may not want to eat those.
Yeah. Considered it.
What other types of creatures do you want to look at?
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like narrow the search to like, I guess burrowing mammals. Like take it down to
Right.
different families of things. 'Cause I got 50 minutes of just searching different types of things to eat. So yeah, squirrels. Squirrels are there.
Right, and that gives you about, is it like about 600 feet?
600-foot cone
Right. There you go.
out in front of us.
Alrighty. Okay.
So I'm trying to just find anything that in the area, because it like if I focus down once I find it, it's kind of like the
Alright.
kind of like the X-Men thing.
Do you want to like cycle? So you want to give me a list and how frequently are you changing?
So I'm basically, as we're walking, I'm going to start at the top, basically just from mammal, and then going into like the different classifications from there, and then I'm going to do the same thing with plants that we can eat, just going through like different vegetables, different things like that, and just
Any other kind of creatures you want to put in there, or just mammals?
Oh yeah, bird. Well, birds are technically
Avians?
Avians.
Mammals, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll eat a lizard.
Lizards.
Reptiles.
Snakes.
Okay, reptiles. We'll throw reptiles in
Snakes.
there.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
All kinds. Just kind of run through the whole gambit.
All right, yeah, you got a good radius. All right. Well, intrepid heroes, go ahead and stroll forth.
Okay.
Oh, that means there's a trap.
Not necessarily. All right. Okay, suddenly, Physic.
Yeah?
Yes, indeed. You can detect what appears to be a couple of mammals at the far edge of your cone.
Far edge. Okay, so I'm going to be like everyone. Potential food, and I'm going to point in the direction it's coming from.
All right. Well, it looks like one of them is kind of like in the. Let me go ahead and ping, because you've got a cone shape that pretty much radiates from like here to here in this area. See, it's like a sweeping druid radar.
Yeah.
And you're basically picking up something coming from this direction here, and something coming from this direction here.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment to just like I'm going to like signal everyone like hold on. I'm going to like focus to see if I can, because you can kind of like work out locations after a bit. See which one's closer.
Okay, they seem to be about the same distance, and they seem to be getting closer to you. They're moving They're moving fairly slowly.
Okay.
Are we sure these are things that can be Well, I guess you can eat anything if you try hard enough, but are they things that are going to try to eat us first?
Yeah. What part of my scan was this replying to? It was mammals, right?
Yeah, they're mammals.
2 mammalian creatures, and then so first round I get the presence. Second I get the number of individuals, which is now 2.
Yep.
The condition of the healthiest specimen.
They're both healthy.
Oh, they're mammals then. That narrows it down.
Animal planets on its direction, not its exact
Yeah, they're not like
location.
injured or weak or anything like that.
Okay.
Could be a cow or a dolphin.
And you can tell that they are free of disease as well.
It's good game to hunt, guys. Get ready to hunt. I'm gonna start trying to track.
And how do
my
you?
longsword?
Yeah.
Know what I'm doing.
How do you suggest we hunt? Do you just let me shoot, or do you want Josh to
everybody
charge them?
Well, Josh has a bow.
If you
do.
shoot them, won't they run away if you miss?
Those gorillas.
God.
Okay, so you see the two. Eventually, you see the two mammals.
Oh my god, they're so red.
They're
They're so
large. They look very much like what you would expect a gorilla to look like, except they are blood red in color.
They're mutants.
Here, chat, have a picture.
You know, of all the things I expected, I kind of expected a dolphin before that.
Yeah.
That's a red ass.
So they kind of both come stomping through the jungle, a few footsteps, and they put their massive fists on the ground and sniff the air.
Guys, I think we're being hunted.
I fucking knew it.
No
Josh,
meat
get
for
that
more
pen,
than a
let me
week,
help you.
and this is what we come to.
Paul Stone, thanks for cheer, bud.
Well, if you can scare one off with the gun.
Don't want to
On
make too
the-
much noise.
Josh is going into 8 mode. Let him.
On the plus side, we could probably eat for a while off of one of those.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
what gorilla
no,
meat tastes like, but you guys can figure it out.
This is,
Better than nothing.
this is borderline cannibalism, but I don't have
What
an
do we
issue
do
with
with
that.
formation?
What do you mean?
Dallas?
Getting forward.
So the mighty gorillas, they kind of like move forward in small like spurts. Like they'll rush forward a little bit, like, and then they'll stop and they like.
Not gonna outclimb
Formation.
these guys, and we're not gonna outfight them. I'm going to turn to Ned. Ned, see that rock over there? Remember what we talked about?
But I can fight. I can fight, Fizzle. Give me a dagger.
No, Neto. Shh.
Certain things you don't put in your mouth. Oh wait, you're talking about something else.
I want to be like Jash. I want to fight.
Me too,
too.
buddy.
We're tiny right now, though. Maybe you'll grow, but
Maybe.
You will grow.
but in order to grow strong like Josh, you have to, you have to eat right. You have to,
No.
work hard and get there. So
No, Josh's like, no.
No.
It's just flat out raw.
No, I eat like shit.
okay, but
Rushy, can I take Rusha with me?
Sure.
All right. So he does. Taking
We might die,
Jerusha,
but-
he runs over to the
Taking Jerusha
rocks, and
on
as he
source
does
of
so, you
damage.
hear him say,
Don't worry, Rusha. I'll take care of you.
oh, I like
this
him.
kid.
"All right." Speaking of, boom, 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 boom.
I'd like
The
to
mighty
do something
gorillas have
when I get up.
moved a little closer.
I'm gonna go up and cast Bull Strength on Jash.
All right. You cast
gonna-
bull strength on Jash. Okay.
Can
Go
I
get him,
go up
Josh.
and put bark skin on Josh?
Oh, there's the 20.
That doesn't
Yeah,
count.
there it is.
Oh,
Doesn't count for
friggin'
nothing.
No,
ready.
it's a spell resistance. It doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't count. does it?
Guys.
I'm sorry,
It's
Jake.
not an
I wish
actual
it was
20. Yeah, it
mine.
doesn't count because it was a macro 20. No, you can't have it.
Nah.
Sorry, everyone.
I got excited.
But, Jash, you can have a +4 enhancement bonus to strength.
4? Okay, so I'll just make it 3 with the -1 then.
So there
I'm
you
also
go.
gonna drop bark skin on Josh.
All right, everyone's running to touch.
Also, I just feel, yeah.
Everyone's patting Jash on the back. You got this, buddy. You got this.
You want me to go against both of them?
Not at the same time.
Maybe,
Well, I mean, we just have a lot of faith in you, and I'm gonna pat him too and cast displacement.
Let's put all of our proverbial magical eggs in one jashkit.
Jashkit.
And then I'm gonna move back and put Cat's Grace on Daleth there.
All right, so hold on. What am I getting here? So I got
All
bark
right.
skin.
So you've got bark skin, which gives you
Okay.
a +2 enhancements bonus to your natural AC.
Okay.
You have bull strength, which is a +4 enhancement bonus to your strength.
Yep, I got that. I'll add, so my AC's 21
And
now.
you have displacement, which means should you get hit, there's a 50% chance that hit does not apply.
Okay, and how many
That's-
rounds
that's
is that for?
Oh.
Or how long is that for?
that doesn't last that long.
It's,
Yeah, that's what I wanna
let's
know.
see,
6 rounds.
6 rounds.
6 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
6
got it.
rounds of actual combat.
And then
Got it,
that one's
got it,
going
got
to Daleth.
If they're
And you're also
kind of-
putting that on. Oh, you can't. Well,
That's on Daleth.
Oh, that's on Daleth. Okay, I was going to say because that will be a waste if you put that on Jash because it wouldn't stack.
No.
Okay, so Daleth
are
has got
they-
a +4 AC.
Are they moving like
Just
straight to
buff
attack
them
us, or are they just moving in like increments? To
Well, they
kind of...
seem to basically rush forward about 10 feet and then stop and bolster themselves and like put on a little bit of a show of bravado and then like sniff the air like.
Ooh, Josh,
Yes, yeah, I got it.
alpha male.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a few steps forward, feeling mighty strong with all the hands that just touched me, and I'm gonna kind of roll my shoulder forward to kind of mimic them as best as I can, and just rear back and flex every single muscle I have in my body, and just start pounding. And just start pounding my chest, going, "Rah!" Just a war scream at the two of the gorillas.
All right, okay. The
Pretty
gorilla
hot,
to the
I'm
far
not gonna
left lifts himself up and like puffs his chest out and basically is like in unison.
Shoot whenever you're ready.
As you kind of do that, he kind of like answers you with that kind of behavior. Almost like now 2 alpha males vying for dominance.
We're not gonna beat him in this kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh wait, I know what you. Now you got to bend him over.
I'm gonna look back at the one who, so the one who did that first. I'm gonna look back at it and repeat, try to get myself even bigger and yell even louder.
Ooh, I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, well,
he's
any
young.
of you that have ranged weapons that want to.
Jash?
So this one who is still like in front of you, you've noticed the other one is actually on all fours, is like charging forward like boom, 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 through the jungle, heading towards Jash. Any of you with a ranged weapon that was readied, which I know Daleth has, if you wish to let rip, you can choose to do so.
I am choosing because no one's gonna charge up on my boy Jash, you know.
And I
Alright.
thought about it, but I don't want any attention drawn to me if I actually hit. So
All right, the gunshot rips loose. All right, the bullet strikes the red ape-like creature hard. 15 points of damage. All right, it hits it in the left forearm, and you notice it kind of the arm buckles as it stumbles and kind of almost grinds to the ground in front of Jash. Jash, it lands like directly at your feet, looks up at you with a vicious-looking face. You technically, because it is right there and prone, if you wish, I would allow an attack of opportunity on it.
I do wish.
Okay.
end it. I'm hungry.
Can I cast Hold Animal on the other one?
You can certainly attempt
Turn
that.
towards them.
Well, you know, let's get initiatives.
Initiatives, yeah.
Let's do
you
some
want me to do it?
initiative rolls and see what happens.
Before I attack?
No, your attack of opportunity won't matter, so this is going to be next.
Okay,
All right, so we got
so
Rush
I'll roll
on a
first my
21.
initiative.
Daleth, damn, nice
These are some
initiatives,
good
guys.
initiatives.
22.
These are some good initiatives.
Damn.
It's
What
a
is
cat's
this? Who
grace,
are we?
man. It's a cat's grace.
Hungry.
That's it.
Never
What are you,
underestimate.
Jash. Not a 1 under 17. Nice. Let's see what our apes can do.
Oh, no.
40. Oh shit. They're super
This is,
apes.
and of course, this is for our chatty chatters. Oh, okay. All right. So, Jash, you can make your attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Go for it.
Rolling here.
Oh,
Oh.
such a good roll and damage.
It
It's a pretty
was.
easy hit.
All
There's a
right,
little gorilla
um,
man in front of you.
Well,
Prone, right?
with
Wait.
it being with it being where it is, that's a hit, Jash.
Yes!
Because it can't count its reflexes or anything like that. All right, Rat, as it comes gliding through the ground, as it comes sliding through the ground, slips. Its arm buckles as it comes crashing down to Jash's feet. As it begins to raise, he rears back his flail and smashes down on the creature. 12 points of damage. It seriously hurt the creature. It's obviously very badly injured. You notice its face, its shoulder, through the red fur, you can kind of notice matted, damp patches. Obviously, blood. It's red, so... You know. All right. Okay. With that being said, Daleth, you have let loose a bullet from your Sidorian rifle, struck the creature. What do you want to do now? You're up first.
Should I get you okay?
Oh, reloading. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
I know. I just went, so I didn't think it was me. My bad.
Well, that was because you had a,
Yeah,
you had
it was
a
a-
ranged
yeah, right,
rifle already pointed already. Okay.
I
Rush.
begin reloading.
What does Rush feel like doing?
I'm gonna point at the other one that's not in front of Jash.
Okay. This brute over here. Okay.
And cast...
Point.
Nothing, apparently. Come on, click on me. Jeez.
Click on me, and you'll see.
My finger points.
It's a world of lovely Roll20 macros. Melf's Acid Arrow. Alrighty, ranged attack. So you must succeed on a
I
ranged
thought you
touch
said
attack.
MILF. Okay.
Milf's Acid Arrow. That's probably
That's
what
a
Rush
little
calls
different.
It, Milf's
That's
Acid
a little
Arrow.
different.
That sounds like something you should
Yeah.
get checked out.
Alright, that's a hit. 2d4 points of acid splash.
Nice.
Give it a splash.
Nice.
Not bad.
Yay.
6. Alright. Alright, Physic. What you
Yep. Casting hold animal on the other. The guy who just got acid splashed.
Alright, the big doofus. Okay.
The big doofus.
Alright, hold animal. Animal becomes paralyzed and freezes in place. It's aware and breathes normally but cannot take any actions each round its turn. Willpower negates DC 5. Alrighty.
Come on.
And there's a willpower save. Ooh, not a good save for these things.
Come on. Hey, there we go.
All right, it is
Nice.
held. Whoa.
Yes.
All right. Seems to be paralyzed and freezed in place.
It's the statue of a gorilla man.
All right. Jash.
Oh man.
I'm going
Now it's
to-
your actual attack. The thing in front of you is still alive.
Yep, I'm gonna swing at it again.
All right, let it have it.
I should set it.
Kill.
All right, he
Nice.
brings the flail down a second time and crashes into the creature, smashing its skull. It is dead. It lays dead at your feet.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
You get to eat.
Marigold.
Breakfast.
All right. I'm gonna run this way, screaming something like "minced monkey." Maybe could be vicious. And attack from behind.
Oh god, what are we gonna piss off by
Alright,
killing these
okay.
things?
I don't
The
know.
big one.
It counts. let's see, I believe that would be possibly a coup de grace.
Ooh.
Big
Big 3 damage, baby!
Alright, hold on.
Get that minced meat.
Minced monkey meat.
You know, tenderly tenderize the meat.
Alright, so it has to make a fortitude save, 10 plus the damage dealt, so it has to be 13 or higher.
Wasn't it critted because it's been...
Well, you don't have to roll to hit, it's auto crit, so you need to roll the damage dice once more, yes.
Because 3 is pathetic.
I mean, it's waiting.
Why'd you roll a 1?
Come on, Jay.
Come on.
Wow.
Oh, there we
Alright, so it needs a 20.
That's better. Nice.
That's better. That's better.
Although it's a gorilla.
16.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, so you run up behind the helpless creature and slit its throat.
I feel kind of bad about this, but I'm
Both
so
of these
hungry.
are haplessly dead. Congratulations.
Where's
We
the rest
just
of
killed
them?
our cousins.
We're monsters.
The
But I'm
rest-
hungry.
I'm gonna look around to see if
With a
there's
healthy
more
appetite.
coming.
Okay, you want to look around and see if the rest of them are coming?
Yes.
Alright, well, funny you should say that, Marigold, because crashing through the trees, quite a little bit larger than his companions, comes a much larger, more
No.
alpha-looking red ape.
Oh, we pissed up the mother. Yeah.
Oh, you're so far up there.
Got this, Marigold!
Alright, full movement.
But she's not magically enhanced. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Alright, okay. He comes crashing forward out of the undergrowth. That's a full dash, so he can't act. He's like... Whoa. It hovers above Marigold, like, as it rears back. Let me go ahead and mark these two deceased so that it doesn't look quite so intimidating.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, and all it does is just... Boom, 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 boom. And let a huge bellowing roar.
Oh,
As it
is
does
it really?
so, it seems to
shit.
somehow unnaturally grow to becoming a huge, monstrous alpha version of itself. It is absolutely massive. It kind of like hovers above, you know, all of you. It's literally its two arms are level with, you know, the canopies of the trees, as it literally just grabs hold of the tree branches and tears huge chunks of them off in anger, and it's like and hurls them
I've
into the
seen this
distance
movie,
as the
Marigold would be
massive
fun.
branches go
I just have to
and
get him to love me.
smash
So as beauty
through
killed the beast.
undergrowth.
I just have to get him to love me.
Was beautiful.
Was beauty killed the beast.
Alrighty. Now, with that enacted, I have to do a new initiative.
Hey. Guys, I'm nervous.
And
You should be.
They have.
Yeah, you're in front of a 20-foot ape. I would be too.
alrighty.
20-foot average ape.
Alright. Whatever these things are, they're not altogether normal. Clearly they have some bizarre, strange ability of unnatural growth.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Start of the next round. Daleth, seeing this happen, what do you want to do?
Finish my reload and fire.
Okay.
And
So that means you can't move, you're just basically...
yep, I'm not moving. And he's big, so
He counts as huge, so for you mediums, you get +2s on the hits. For you littles, you get +3.
Nice.
Cool.
And...
Nice.
oh, that damage roll though is
Nice to hit, though.
beautiful.
alright. Your bullet
Aw.
strikes the creature. However, it is but a glancing blow off of its left shoulder.
Shit,
Doesn't-
that was such a bad roll.
Doesn't seem to do much more than piss it off.
Sorry,
Alright,
Mary.
Rush, what do you feel like doing now?
Jane?
What?
No, Rush.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
Oh,
Rush.
Rush.
Me?
Alright, Rush dumps mage armor on himself, which gives him +4 armor bonus to AC. Alright. And it is its turn.
No, no, no.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Alright. As it begins to wail down with its two mighty fists.
Oh, shit. -2 to it, but still, ouch.
Plus. Alright, so these would be under this.
I just cower in fear.
Oh, okay. Then it's not getting it. Then you can. What's your what are we taking off for your dex bonus?
I stand mightily with my shield out
Okay,
to
there you
defend
go.
myself. Come at me, giant beast!
I mean, you know, feel free
This
to
is a side
cower with
miracle.
fear,
I've
but
never
you'll lose your
seen
dex
before.
bonus. All right, the first,
I'm hungry.
the first
It's
massive
weird
mauler.
longer.
What's your AC?
Damn it, that hit!
Are
That's
you
not
kidding?
good if that
16?
one hits.
I have a 16.
Oh no.
Oh,
One.
fuck.
Nope.
Oh.
Both claws hit. All right, Jane. So here's what happens. It tears down with its massive fist. Smack! It hits you with the first one. The mighty beast. Wail! Oh, ignore that. That's 2d4 now. That's the wrong one. I rolled 2d6. Alright, the first one wails on you for 14 points of damage.
Ugh.
The second fist finds its mark also for 12 points. That's 26. However, striking you with both hands, you see him pick her up
No!
in the air.
Troll?
Oh, shit. Yep, it's what trolls do. Yep. Nope.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
And literally it grabs hold of both of her arms and goes, and you see her like, ah! And she begins to scream in agony. As you take an additional point, some additional rend damage.
This is what almost killed Radavan in the first campaign.
I don't know how many hit points you're on, Jane.
Wanna
Bye.
know?
Bye,
No,
Jane.
because the dice rolls are the dice rolls. 21.
Are you for real right now?
21 points is a max roll.
Did we just see Marigold get ripped in half?
I don't know.
I was at 14. What does that put me at?
-7.
-7. Okay, so no,
Oh,
you don't see her
shit.
get ripped in half. Basically, she screams in agony as this thing tears at her. You see her just go limp, and then he just discards her body to the side as she's flung to the ground. Splat. All right.
Help me!
From behind the
Sounds like
tree,
great.
you hear a little voice go, Mary!
Oh!
Oh no.
All right, Physic.
I'm that one
After
princess
seeing
from
the
one
massive
campaign.
ape just pretty much tear your friend apart, what do you want to do? Needless to say, her arms are at least 3 inches longer from here on out.
Yeah, no, I'm rushing over there. Yeah, it's too far for me to get in one turn, but I'm just gonna dash basically around the backside of this gorillon,
The gorilla.
if you will.
Okay, so you're going to use
so I'm
all
gonna
your
use my
movement
full
get
run action to
her
basically-
this turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run and then basically duck down behind her because even on the ground she's big enough to
Hide
hide me.
behind. Yeah. All right.
I'm plump.
Jash. How you feeling, buddy? Feeling pretty tough?
It has a
Yes.
half chance of missing if it hits you.
Yeah. Seeing that, I'm gonna look over at Mary just getting thrown to the ground, and my eyes just fill with rage. I'm gonna look back at this
the
gorilla
look on
and
the gorilla, it's almost, I mean, you can just see the absolute anger and rage in this thing's face.
well, my face looks exactly the same at this point.
That's
So,
pretty
because I'm really mad. I'm steamed. So I'm going to
very vexed.
let out
quite cross with you.
my best animalistic roar and just run at it, flail raise as I go to attack it.
All right, I think you can get to it within 30 feet. So
Yeah.
you charge all the way up to the thing. Basically, as it towers above you.
And it's a +3, you said, to hit?
+2 for you.
2, excuse me. Okay.
3 for the little folk.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Okay.
And that'll start it off.
Let's go, gorilla. Let's
Natural
go.
20!
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Roll the damage though. Fuck.
Hey,
That's
it's still 14. It could be worse. All right, Snugs. Get you some. 14
Gotta
points.
go ape. Ape.
Alrighty, as you smash into the creature with your mighty flail. And those of you that bet on Snugs, you won stuff.
Oh, man.
Alright, there you go. Alrighty. So 14 points of damage. Okay. You got his attention nonetheless.
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, I understand. Marigold, what do you want to do? Oh, that's a good option under the circumstances. All right, Daleth.
Hold action.
What you want to do, buddy?
What am I doing?
Daleth.
For some reason, I can't hear my name when you call me. I don't understand. I'm like looking
What
right
are
at
you
everybody.
doing?
I am reloading
He's in
my
shock.
weapon.
Okay, so you're going to spend this round reloading? All right.
Yes, I
You're
am.
so fucking reloading.
All right, Rush. What you going to do, buddy?
Let me pull it up here. So this is going to be without my additional pluses. No, I can add the pluses in. Never mind. I'm losing my mind.
You get +3 to hit this thing because it's so big and you're so small.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh.
That's that fumble thing that happens sometimes.
God
Oh
damn
no,
it!
it's a gun too.
Fuck me.
That's even worse. Yes, indeed.
Oh shit, man.
A 1.
Oh, it was a 2! Alright, you misstep and trip. You've fallen prone and must use an action to get back to your feet. So pretty much, you cock the gun,
Okay.
you aim and you go... Pfft. Instead of hearing the normal bang, you see a blast of flash in front of you. The thing obviously had some damp powder. It did nothing more than up in the back of the thing. You notice that a small piece of metal, an integral part of the firing mechanism, just went ricocheting off into nowhere.
Bitch.
And the
take forever
blast
to fix.
blows you backwards onto your ass. You don't need to make a saving throw. Unfortunately, that means you're going to have to make some repairs to that gun before it's going to fire again. Such is
Fine.
the
Piece
such
of
is
shit.
the
I never hit
fumble
with it anyway.
potential with a firearm. All right. All right. It is our apish friend's turn.
Looks like I get to beat this thing to death with a gun.
Right? As he begins to wail on Jash. Getting a -1, no, -2 to hit Jash.
Yeah.
The first mighty fist
I have a 21 AC.
is a miss. The which pretty much nullifies the rend potential, so thumbs up there.
Yes.
The second
Yay.
mighty fist also misses.
It's a miss! Ah!
All right, the thing swipes and swipes again. Jash ducks underneath the first massive mauler. The second one ricochets off the shield as he holds it above his head. He barely manages to stay on his feet from the mighty force of this ginormous ape, but he does so. Physic!
I'm casting. I only took Cure Light Wounds.
Alrighty.
On the ground next to me.
Marigold
That's
is
a
at
joke.
-7. Oh!
Nice.
That was a nice Cure Light, dude. That actually just got her ass to the ground, up off the ground, and saved her life.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna
Alright,
under my breath, be
Marigold,
like,
welcome
we're going
back
to want
to
to
the
move
land of
away
the conscious.
slowly.
I'm gonna open my eyes and be like, what the
All right.
Let's see my
Jash.
body just destroyed.
Can you capitalize on the success of your last attack and the failure of the mighty ape?
Let's find out. All right, plus 2 additional. Yeah, 2. Okay.
That's a
Nice.
solid blow for 7.
Oh, my damage rolls though.
I know, right? All right,
Look,
you
I'm getting
smash
it.
into one of its legs with the flail for 7 points. Marigold, technically you are now conscious. Of course, you're on the ground. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look at myself and see if I'm capable of casting a spell on myself. Is it too soon?
No, it's not too soon. What do you want to cast?
I was just gonna try to heal myself.
You can do that. You can choose not to get up and heal yourself instead. By all
Right.
means.
Okay, I don't have to. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Nothing says you have to be standing up to heal.
Oh, it's a bad roll.
Your Cure Serious barely did much more than Physics Cure
Right?
Light. But you know what? It's 20 points you didn't
So
have
sad.
before.
Right, let's go. Thank you, Physic. I feel awful.
Alright.
I feel my arms.
Daleth.
I'm gonna finish my reload, not moving, and get a fire off.
Alright, Daleth lets the gun ring out again.
And the gun also explodes.
Don't say
Oh
that.
no! Don't say that.
Oh.
Oh,
Nope.
that's in a worse.
Yes.
Right, the lead ball hits the target. Alright, this time it actually sunk deep into the creature's right thigh. It's hard to tell, but you know what you saw. You know you hit it good.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, Rush. As you sit on the ground,
Yeah, I guess I gotta get up. Damn it.
looking at your pistol and realizing that the firing pin split and broke.
Yeah.
It's nothing you can't fix with your toolbox.
Yeah, but
though.
not right now. There are more pressing things at
Given
hand.
15, 20 minutes, this is going to be back in action. But
Just-
right now, that's not going to cut it.
Tuck it back into my belt and proceed to get up off my ass.
Alright. Alright, so you spend your move action to stand up. You want to do anything else?
No, because I intend to keep moving.
Okay.
I have to get closer. Now that I have no rank.
Alrighty. Then I'm afraid, Jash, you face the wrath of the beast once more.
Okay.
The
Come on.
first
Okay.
You felt the wind as the thing's hairy maw swiped above your head. Your own hair, if you had any, would have been blowing in the wind.
Okay.
However,
I do have displacement though.
yep, so we're going to roll. It's a 50-50 chance.
Are we-
And you have
Oh.
displacement for one more round after this one.
One more.
Are
Okay.
we looking for under or above?
Yeah, what do we want?
50% or under, and you are displaced,
Come
so
on,
it
baby.
does not hit you.
Oh.
I'm afraid
It totally
its
hit.
left hook didn't find the mark, but the mighty uppercut that it followed up with unfortunately did.
Take notes. This guy's good.
Okay.
Professional monkey boxer. An uppercut from hell for 21 points of damage.
Jesus.
Okay, you felt that. Most of the blow you managed to... you literally, as you see the uppercut coming, the hand swoops in low. You angle your shield down to take the force of it, but that sends shockwaves through your arms as you're noticeably shaken by the sheer force. At least it didn't get to rip your arms off. Which is a good thing. Alright, Physic. You have managed to successfully heal Marigold.
Yeah, that's one thing. Shoot, I'm gonna... How far can I get? Can I get beyond? Yeah, I'm gonna get behind that tree over there.
Which tree? Okay.
And I'm going to start calling down some lightning.
Alright.
Bring on the lightning.
Call the lightning! Alright, you call down a bolt of lightning that deals 3d6 points of damage.
And here they come. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a start, I suppose.
Just one toe at a time. Little toe, little toe.
Okay, the lightning comes crashing down, strikes the creature. And you notice it has a huge singed burn mark all the way from its shoulder down to the crack of its butt. Alright, Jash.
So after ducking out of the way the first one, but the other one just hitting into me strongly, I'm gonna recover the best that I can and give out another yell to it right in its face and come down on it again with my flail here. Not giving up.
Get in there, son. Get some. A good solid strike!
Nice. Nice.
Good. Does he look weary at all?
Oh, absolutely. It
Okay,
looks
thank
fatigued,
God.
it's injured, its legs seem to be... it's kind of like it's not moving as quickly as it was. It's kind of limping over and definitely fatigued. You guys are definitely wearing it down.
Good.
Alright, Marigold. Can you get in there?
No.
Poke his butt.
I am going to move around. Let me look at the 24. Okay, I'm going to move around to here.
Okay. It is
Shit.
going to backhand you as you do so. It has a
Oh, really?
Unfortunately,
Oh,
it's
shit.
huge, so its reach is quite
no.
long. So you actually
No.
did go through its attack range.
I did?
You did.
Damn.
Sorry.
That sucks.
Things that are this
God.
big have a long reach, and you need to go further around them if you don't want them to reach out and try to swipe at you
Oh,
as you
please.
do so. Alright, as you try to run past, it reaches back and sees you, and you see it
You'd
swoop
have to roll
in low.
a 0.
Sorry?
You'd have to roll a 0 to not hit me, so.
Hey, should have took a wider berth. I'm sorry. Hey, the good news is you got lots of heals in, right?
Some, I guess, yeah.
What's it hitting for, Gore?
19.
She's down.
Alright.
Back to
Well,
5 health, right?
Alright, as you run past it, it
That's
swoops out with its huge hand and just catches you. Most of the damage you managed to deflect off your shield, but it sent you kind of almost spinning to the side out of range. So you get where you're going, but not without being shocked. Yeah, unfortunately, his reach is it's quite more than where you are.
Okay.
I mean, just look at the length of the arms on the thing. All right, okay. Daleth.
I'm reloading. I'm cursing under my breath. Damn it.
You're coming all like.
could I still hit
Oh,
him?
okay, there we go.
Alright.
Well, yeah. If you wanna
Yeah.
make an attack, you can.
I was gonna do that.
Okay,
Plus
yeah.
2, you said? Okay.
2, yeah.
You get +2 to
Plus
hit it,
2.
and +2 for flanking bonus.
Yes.
+4.
So a total of +4 is bestowed
Chance, I
upon
have
you.
a chance.
Deal your 2 damage. Woo!
Do it.
Come on, come on.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna cut it. Sorry. Not if that's including the +4.
Alright,
Oh.
that's fine.
It was a nice idea. Alright, Daleth, so you're reloading?
Yep, you didn't turn reload.
Alright, rush.
Alright, so I'm gonna dash up 20 feet, which puts me about here.
Alright.
And
Is that right?
only fucking spell that I can use. I said arrow again.
Alright, hurl it.
Goes between his legs and hits the marigold.
Dies.
Who dies, yeah. Burnt to death in the next
Plus
round by Malcepha.
3.
Yep, +3 to hit, and it's a ranged touch attack. Easy. Yep, solidly hit it. So 2d4 for the Melf's acid arrow, and of course, if it's still alive, you automatically do that again next turn. 4 points. All right. Okay. So you have an automatic 2d4 points of damage the next round of combat. This is the last round of
Let's turn it around.
no, this is the last round that Jash has
Displacement.
his displacement.
Oh my god.
Right.
All right, feeling the blow from the back, it spins
I
around
didn't
to
hit him
its
from the
side,
back. I failed.
and it is going to swipe at both of you.
How did it go through the tree?
You tore it up.
Oh, this thing's so big, dude. It can
Okay.
easily just like
I
trample
didn't
this
hit
stuff.
him. How could he have known?
How could he have known you just hit him in the back?
But you
I didn't hit
you
him
didn't
though.
hit him
I
back.
failed.
Oh, did you not hit him?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you did
Yes.
3 points of damage.
I did 0 damage. Oh, you can keep the damage.
No, I thought you did 3 points.
No.
You rolled a 14.
Oh, in that case, then no.
Yeah,
doesn't,
I mean,
so
sorry.
it-
Oh no. Oh
Sorry,
no.
Jash.
no.
So,
Take it, Jazz. It's all good, man.
so it's
You-
okay,
I got it,
because
I got
now it could possibly rend you. So, couldn't have possibly rended anybody if it was hitting one each. But that's fine. Alright, the first blow misses.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Can't win nobody, no
This is
how,
the
no way.
worst.
The second blow.
Yeah!
I'm getting so lucky right now.
No.
And it rolled a 1!
Oh my god.
That never happens. Alright,
Oh my god.
You slipped on the tree.
so basically
It hits itself. I'm glad I didn't
it
roll one.
swings
I'll just
down
shot myself in the
towards
face.
Dash. As it does so, its right foot gets caught in the roots of the tree. It stumbles forward, and pretty much just like as it's not so much it hits itself. It's just the sheer momentum throws itself off of balance. With its foot being stuck underneath the tree roots, it is going to take the damage. Alright, you hear an almighty crunch! As you see the thing wince in pain and buckle over, it seems like the weird way that it twisted, somehow the mighty creature just broke its own back. As it stumbles and falls to the ground, laying there twitching like...
Soup's on.
Can I zap him anyway?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You can finish him off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep zapping him because I have a bunch of charges of this, and this thing pissed me off. But I'm just gonna keep doing this until I'm happy.
Alright, you call the
I
lightning
hate this
down.
guy.
Make it go deep so that we can cook some of the meat without having to
Alright,
actually wait.
once the thing is deceased, it shrinks down back to the size that it once was.
Oh gosh, damn it!
Still massive. Still massive.
Oh yeah, these things are still...
Yeah, but
How greedy are you? You've got 2 ginormous apes to eat.
And then another ginormous ape to eat.
dude, we could make jerky. That shit could last forever.
Right?
Yeah. No, this is a good point.
Alright, as you finish off these strange and bizarre creatures, they are deceased.
I'm going to bloodily limp towards Jash.
Hey, you doing okay?
Sure, I'm a bit under the weather with the blood all over my body.
No, you look alright.
Really?
And, like, is one of your arms like out of your socket?
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
Yeah, you look great.
I mean, clearly these creatures were not
you.
simply normal
It's better
mammals.
now.
They obviously had some strange, weird, magical properties. Any mammal that can basically beat its chest and grow significantly larger, there's something not quite normal about it.
Does anyone need a heal?
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
alright.
you do, sweetheart.
maybe
Take
you
care of
do.
yourself.
What about you, Josh?
Yeah, I could take one, but maybe after you get one yourself.
Oh,
Can
right.
me and Rusha come out now? Are the monkeys gone?
Yeah, and I think I just got us something a little better than those berries I used to feed you. By I mean then. Oh, man.
Okay.
So, did we just luckily survive that? I mean, these two could have gotten big too, no? And they didn't.
This is for me.
Selfish.
Maybe they're girls.
Hey.
Then they
I'm gonna
Well,
say
I mean,
that
you took
complete,
both of those
with a
out
completely
really before
straight
they had a
face.
chance to do anything. So
Maybe
you
it's
could
because I scared him
well
with my beating in the chest.
manly chest beating.
As that was probably it.
No. Never had rare primate before. Red primate, you know.
You've never had red meat before?
Ha! Not primate.
This is new.
Who wants to shave it? Not it.
Neto, come on. When you lag behind like that, I'm afraid you're gonna. Don't eat the rock, Ned. Ned.
Thank you.
All right, another. So who's that 18 points for?
That was for me there.
I like how the cure moderate was more than my cure serious still.
Such is the way
Thanks.
of randomly generated numerals. Ned, no.
Bad Ned.
Can we turn them into some kind of pie?
Pie?
Monkey
Like
pie.
an ape pie.
Monkey pie.
Yeah, no, we need to cook something fast. She's losing it.
I need a massage.
I'm going to
A massage?
Massage.
picking up some twigs,
Okay.
getting some kindling ready because that's all I'm good for picking up.
So you want to you're thinking of making you a fire to cook some monkey?
Yeah, I'll help them when I see what
We haven't seen animals in a long time. Odds are they knew about these and we didn't.
Do you think all the smaller animals aren't around because of these three?
It's possible.
You haven't seen any small animals in probably close to 10 days. So these things probably
Hold on.
weren't, exuberating their influence for that long.
I'm gonna start
Well-
doing some mathematics on the metabolic chain of food, as it were.
Okay.
Do they look like they're malnourished?
What, the gorillas?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
far
look like
from
they've
it.
been eaten.
No, far from it. They seem to be thick, big, and muscular.
Gotta love it
Just
when
like
it's thick.
Josh.
Yeah. Did you see me scare those other ones?
Self-change yourself, you thick girl.
Yes. It was incredible.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'll make a good story back in the ring when I get home.
My arm's still kind of like, that was great, Josh.
And when he gets back home, the story will be he single-handedly boxed these guys.
Of course it is.
Hey, I don't blame you, dude. I totally would be all over that.
He's gonna Lyra it up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
why don't you make like a tooth necklace or something to prove that you tussled?
Monkey tooth.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, get the fangs, you know.
Yeah, the fangs, yeah.
I'm gonna make like a turkey and gobble this sucker.
Yeah, I'm taking out my little falchion at this point, and I'm starting to like scrap off some of the meat.
All right. Okay.
Not doing like a mindful butcher job because we have a little extra here.
All right, Physic. Give me a. Let's see. What would be?
Is that gonna be strength to cut through?
Oh, I don't want Jerusha because Jerusha's not the appropriate. I want.
Figured this one's slightly cooked already.
Is that the one you're carving up? Are you carving up the one that's already been
Fried.
like
Yeah.
microwaved a little?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, give me a knowledge. Well, no, it's not really knowledge. Give me a heal check. I think heal is the most appropriate skill under the circumstances.
Okay. No heals.
It might not be dead yet.
12. Okay. The only thing, as you're kind of carving this thing, you notice that it, like... The meat itself seems to be... I mean, this is going to sound like a bit of a weird statement, but... The meat itself seems to be overly bloody. Like... It's like when you cut off a flank, and you expect to see some blood dripping from a freshly killed thing, but this is like, it's almost like it had an incredible amount of blood flowing through the corpse or through the living creature when it was alive. An amazing amount of blood for such a thing.
Must be why they have the red color. I'm going to make sure my notebook is not with me while I'm doing this. As to not erase the... Because it's all written in red ink, you know?
Alright.
But, yeah, I'm going to cast... which one is it in this... it's a... Basically detect poison spell.
Okay.
Just to make sure... Because, like, they weren't ill, but maybe they're weird.
Alright,
everything else is weird.
There doesn't appear to be any poisons associated with this thing. No poisons at all.
So it's...
Oh, why the fuck is he saying it like that? We gotta think of everything.
While he does that, I'm gonna walk up to
I'm
Rush.
gonna pull up the Marco to make sure I know what it means. Okay, determining creature area poisoned or poisonous. Is it poisonous?
No.
Okay.
It's not poisonous.
It's just fucking bloody.
It's not just like semantics, man.
Right?
Yeah, you gotta be sure about this because I'm not gonna feed Ned poison meat.
No, it's
Fine,
not poisonous.
just feed us first.
Okay.
You know, poisonous or not poisonous does not mean edible or not edible. So
That's why we're cooking it.
Technically, anything is it digestible?
Yeah, because if it has like any
He
kind
doesn't
of
have a
infection-
discern digestibility spell, I'm afraid.
I mean, what if it's like a mutation or something, and it's just
Yeah, no, it might just be weird. At this point, yeah, no, like mistakes blue. I'm just gonna start cutting it up.
I'm gonna start working on this fucking gun.
Excuse me, Rush.
What's up?
Do you know how to put arms back in their socket?
Arms
yeah,
back- Did it hurt
He's
you
like,
that
my arms just dangle up to you. Could you help me?
well, I don't know how much help I
They're in their
Jack.
sockets.
I've seen it on the
You just got a
TV.
serious
You
case
gotta
of
push up
tendinitis.
and twist. It's gonna hurt me, but I think it'll help.
All right.
My strength
Push
Bring
up
it
and
down.
twist. Should I get someone else to do it?
So,
Jack's
as
gonna
I'm-
be able to do that a lot more easily
Oh.
than me.
He
End up
doesn't
making
have
it-
any. He doesn't have any empathy. I feel like he's gonna do it hard.
What do you mean? I'll do what needs to be done.
Exactly. I guess you're right.
It'll probably hurt for a second, but it'll be okay. Here, I'll hold your hand. Just don't kill me.
I can't feel my hands. I go up to Josh. All right,
So
do
Jash
it.
is going to do a heal check on you to try to
Push
okay,
up and
go
twist.
for it.
Well, I've seen injuries like this. I've
just
seen injuries
fight it.
like this a lot of times in the ring, so
Okay.
I've seen it many times. I've fixed it many times. So don't worry. All right, gonna count to 3. All right, 1, 2,
And then I'm gonna snap her shoulder in the
Okay.
face.
Give me a heal
Do you
check.
want me to roll for it? Okay.
Yeah, heal check.
Okay.
You're not crazy enough to try this random crack. Go for it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Sorry. 'Cause it was so self-inflicted. You so didn't need to do this.
Oh
Oh,
God.
I love it. This is like, it's amazing. It's like a
one.
Christmas present. All right, your arm that was not dislocated is now dislocated.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't think it's supposed to bend that way, man. Are you sure you did that right?
well, it only works if the arm is already dislocated.
have a
not
point
if
of
it's-
damage. One hit point of damage from the pain. But yeah, now your right arm is actually dislocated. Now
Oh,
it doesn't
well, do
work.
it again.
It feels like there's glass. It feels like there's glass in my arm.
Yeah, that's because I just dislocated it.
Oh, don't do that then. Do
You
the
have to make
opposite.
it worse before you make it better.
It's the same move when you dislocate it and
Somebody else do it.
okay. I didn't know you said it was dislocated.
love
It's the
it.
same thing.
Alan?
Seriously, you couldn't have asked for a better thing to happen right now. Oh.
So, I'm going to take a piece of the meat that I've cut off that's particularly more cooked, give it to Marigold. Tell her to eat, bite down on this.
So bite down on the raw meat that is slightly
Well,
damp.
it's been singed. I figured it was light.
It's slightly charred. The outside of it's slightly charred through lightning strike, but the meat is still basically raw. But
Oh.
by all means, chew down.
I mean,
Don't.
if it's fresh, it's not. If it's fresh meat, it's technically not going to be. You can eat fresh raw meat,
Okay,
Yeah, that's right.
okay, I'm
What
ready.
is happening?
and I'm just gonna go in and not roll to put the
Can I
arms
see
back.
what he's doing from over here? I can't see that shit from over here. Damn it.
I'm going to.
Yeah, you
not roll
can.
to
You
put the
probably.
arms back.
Well, no, there's a tree trunk there, isn't there? So maybe not. Okay, so you hand Marigold a slab of dripping bloody meat on one side and kind of charred and crispy on the other side.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just to
put it
have
through
something
my mouth
else.
and between my teeth, I guess.
All right.
I'm ready.
It tastes. Oh, and then some. It tastes incredibly irony. Like
Like blood?
Is this pure blood? Is this my own blood, or is this the blood of the animal?
It tastes more like. If you was to mix blood and vinegar together, it's probably closer to that.
Aw.
It's incredibly
No.
sour and horrible tasting.
Okay.
In a
And
survival situation, you know?
And what does that achieve? That's just let's find out.
It's just it's not until like
Yeah.
popping arms in.
Because a piece of leather or anything else wouldn't have worked.
I figure she's I figure she's hungry anyway. You know,
I
it's just
love
a way
it.
to get.
Are you
Alright,
serious?
So are
Any
you,
other
are you
time
going to
you
try
would
the
be
same
staying up.
thing? Because now she
Sorry, I didn't
actually
realize
does
that
have a
you didn't have to
dislocated
die.
shoulder. So now a cure wounds won't heal it. You got to actually put the shoulder back in place. So
Yeah.
we'll need a proper heal check.
Okay, heal check. Here we go. Ready to go.
Somebody that knows what they're doing is going to try to relocate your arm.
Just don't tell me when. Just do it. Just do it.
Don't tell you when what.
Or wouldn't you relocate my arm?
All right, well,
Don't
he
tell me
just
when-
did. So you just suddenly felt a wincing pain, and yes, he did successfully relocate your arm.
Ow, it's healed.
Well, it's not.
You're actually
healed? And
all
then
you've really achieved is being a hit point down less than you were before it started. So
I'm going to use a cure nothing wounds to help with the dagger pain.
the one
I
pointer,
guess.
you can do a
The
one
one pointer.
Okay, so
Grabbing
he,
a one
he
pointer.
at least undoes the searing pain that you suffered at the hands of Jash.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't dislocated.
I agree.
It
It's
would
not
have
your
worked
fault.
if it was.
Of course, yeah. It's not your fault at all. It's what can you say, man? What can you say? All right.
How's it taste? I haven't had any yet. I'm just gonna
Like
keep cutting more.
yeah, it tastes like incredibly sour, vinegary, almost ammonia-ish, irony meat.
What's wrong with that?
I cut myself
Everything?
and pour it into a glass of my own piss all the
I
time.
put vinegar on my cake. I'm cutting more of those.
Purified food and drink, will that help the taste?
No, purified food and drink would get rid of any toxins or anything like that that might be in it. Any parasites, anything that potentially was poisonous. But it won't improve the flavor necessarily.
Dang it.
Unless the flavor was specifically spoiled by a toxin.
That might be a good indicator.
That's true.
So yeah, I'm going to cut more of the meat, bring some over to the fire.
I'm gonna have put out a bunch of leaves on the ground that you can put the meat on top of, so it's not the dirt.
Setting it down on the.
Wow,
checking
that
the
whole broken
checking the
arm
leaves to
shit's
make sure
going
they're
on.
not poisonous leaves really quick.
What the hell is that? Is that the meat that came from the monkey?
Yeah, it's rare.
And then some. Alright, yeah, so you
That's
cast
not-
purify food and drink. Yeah, so that would basically, if the food is like rotten, spoilt, in any way particularly bad, it'll take care of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna start putting the slabs that Physic brings to the fire onto the fire to cook.
Alrighty. Okay, well,
then-
before long, you have a whole bunch of monkey steaks cooking away on the fire.
Does it smell good, at least?
You know, as hungry as you guys are, probably yes.
Hunger is the best spice.
So I get closer to the fire, waiting for my disgusting monkey meat.
Alright. Okay. With little regard to the fact that you have a fire going in the middle of the forest here, you all eagerly await your monkey steak. None more so than young Ned, who is eyeing them with his big, bright
wants it
blue
raw.
and green eyes as he's like glaring at the food.
Are
Okay.
they ready
That's not-
yet, Mary? Are they ready? Dally, are they cooked yet? Can I have one now? Can I have one now? Can I have one now?
Calm down.
I'm just gonna keep butchering as he complains about how there's never enough food.
Alright.
Ned, wait. We gotta make sure it's fully cooked.
But it looks cooked to me. It's not bleeding anymore. Let's eat it now. Let's eat it now.
No.
I'm gonna wait till it's well done before I start.
Okay, so you're going to allow
Parsing.
all the meat to become well done before anybody
Putting it up.
starts to...
Before even asking us how we like our steaks.
I don't care.
He's the grill master. He's in charge.
Yeah, don't
I
mess
don't-
with
who's
the
the
man.
grill
don't
master?
mess
We're
with the man
too
in his
hungry
grill.
to give a shit about its like rarity here. Okay.
Yep. All right. So once it's good, singed and burnt on the outside, and you feel confident that it's well cooked,
My first slice, I'm gonna give to Physic, and I'm gonna say, "You ate those plants."
Right. And then I'm just gonna.
all right. Well, the truth is, you're starving. You're all very, very hungry, so it's edible.
It's a little gamey.
What are the odds that those things aren't normally aggressive?
0.
I'm just saying, like, couldn't there be a reason that they acted aggressively other than us killing?
Well, everything has a
Wait,
reason
wait,
for
Well,
acting.
technically, you could always look at it this way. Y'all did hit first. I mean, maybe they weren't aggressive. Maybe they were just being friendly. And
As-
you misconstrued it as, I think I'll shoot this monkey bastard.
As
Either way,
as
we were
Rush
going to
said,
hunt.
wait. As Rush says this, I'm gonna look at Ned to see is he still looking in the fire?
Yeah.
Okay, because as
Ned
Rush
is
says it, I'm gonna look
desperately
at.
waiting for some of that steak to come off so he can eat it.
I'm gonna kind of do this with my head. Oh, you know, aggressive. And I'm gonna point at Ned to Rush. But say nothing, and I'm just gonna eat my meat.
All right. Okay, so, yep. So, yeah, Ned grabs a chunk of steak and starts to ravenously stuff it down. And after consuming an entire 16-ounce slab of monkey steak, he's picking a second one off the fire and going to town on that before most of you are through the first one.
This is my kind of kid.
Alright, so the food, let's be honest, this blood ape stuff, it tastes disgusting. It's overly irony. It's like tough liver. It's like eating leathery liver. But as if it was basted in vinegar. So it's sour, it's rancid, it's tough. It's got an overly powering irony taste. But you know what? It's meat. And it probably will sustain you. Far better than a handful of mushrooms and a bunch of dock leaves will do. So there you go.
Unless we just ingested parasites.
Well,
Marigold was casting Purify Food and Drink, so she probably took care of any of that.
And it wasn't poisonous to begin with, so...
No.
Oh, we overlooked something. I don't trust Core.
All I'm saying is, when you come across a creature that can naturally grow itself really big and you eat it, who knows what might happen. So there we go.
We're all gonna get big! I'm gonna be big!
Tomorrow
Rush,
we'll go like this. And see if we get larger.
Tomorrow you will all be monkey men.
I don't know what you're talking about. I already had the ability to get bigger, and I'm perfectly okay with it.
Yep, there you go. And it spits if you rub it up and down. I understand. Okay. You fill your tums with rancid... Well, not rancid. That's not a proper description. With sour and vinegary tasting ape meat.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's a satisfying feeling to actually have your bellies full for a change.
Are we still like penalized?
Right now, yeah, but probably by tomorrow morning you will have regained your strength with a good night's sleep. After consuming the fourth steak that he possibly can eat, Ned eventually eats one more bite, and then
I'm gonna guide
into a
him
food
down.
coma.
You're gonna guide him down, not into the fire.
All right.
Guide him into the fire, into the fire.
No.
Yes.
Where's Veslar
Probably
when you
highly
need him?
flammable.
Veslar would have burnt this little guy.
He had 4. The kid had 4. Jash didn't even eat that much.
How many did Jash eat?
3.
I mean,
How many did Jash
You
eat? You tell us,
another
man.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
You know, 16 ounces. As starving, hungry as you were, I would say any one of you could have easily eaten 2. Maybe the biggest of you may have tucked down a 3rd. But you certainly weren't ready. You weren't interested in a 4th.
Just enough because I'm scared of this shit right now.
But the 5-year-old plowed down.
Don't like that.
Is there a phobia for that incredibly bloody meat?
Never eat steak rare again.
This isn't getting any better.
What do you mean better?
What, the meat?
No, him. The sleeping food coma kid.
His name's Ned.
How
His
did
name-
you think it was going to get better?
He loves you.
You think he would have his growth would have increased faster and he'd be 18 and out of the house by now? I don't.
Kind of hoping it would be
That's the
exponential. Yeah, you know.
I've been tracking his growth, and it. From what I understand of human growth, it corresponds. It's just fast, and his caloric intake seems to reflect perfectly how fast he's growing.
All right, so what does that mean exactly?
So just give him a few more weeks and he'll be able to help us in a battle.
He eats a lot because he grows a lot. I don't know why he grows a lot, but everything else about him is arguably normal.
He's
So,
a good kid. He's kind.
So Rush and Physic and Marigold, I guess. When did you first start your magical ability discovery?
Well, I was raised in it.
While you're discussing that, give me just a half a second. You guys carry on.
Okay. Because think about it. We need to find out if he is magical himself. So maybe you should start teaching him some
If he's magical, I'd say it's a
I mean, I've
foregone
been-
conclusion by now.
Well, no, we did detect magic on him, and he wasn't magical inherently. But whether he has magical ability, it's something we should
could
know.
teach him about Tritherion and Trithean. Could
He
bestow
already
powers
knows the
upon
gnomish
him.
lullabies. I mean,
Right, because gnomish lullabies are magical.
well, yes, that's how we all know them.
Maybe he's
How do you
just
think
big
we all know
bone.
dancing
Hey.
lights?
Well, both of you get your powers from a god, right?
Except
Oh.
for
Kind of, sort of.
Not me.
The laws are kind of already there, but the god helps.
But you don't rush, so maybe he's inherently magical himself. With like
He'd
you.
be a little young.
Inherently magical.
I mean,
Even
I-
at his increased growth rate, he'd still be a little young. I mean, well, that's what Charybdis told me, that a lot of times magic starts to kind of happen when you're an adolescent.
You're not the only one with the thought style like that.
I mean, we're obviously not going to give him a knife and ask him to fight for us, but he did show eagerness, and let's make the best out of a bad situation. If you can cast spells to our benefits,
If he knows spells intrinsically, like he's magically figured out how to speak the language. That's the weird thing to me. Is as while he's growing at the standard rate, he's naturally at an inquisitive state.
I would
Corresponding
think
age being 5. He's looking for more responsibilities because he's recognizing himself as part of
Listen.
society.
society.
It,
You're rambling again.
Yes.
If he is magical, like my kind of magical, it could be a really bad thing.
Why?
You can't always control it.
You can teach him to use it for good. That's what I've been taught.
I've only been doing this for about 8 years. And the first several years weren't that great. Not until I met Physic and the others.
But the difference is
Yeah.
he'll have met us now before he gets it, so we can shape him to be
And
Good.
there's nothing here for him to blow up that he
Well,
probably
as you
should.
guys are having this discussion, he is quietly just like,
okay. Good. I mean, look
snoring
at him.
away.
He's just a child.
He's clearly not a child. That is not a child. Children don't age this way. They don't live under a giant weird tree that disappears when we kidnap him.
Well,
Which
Not a
human
strange
children.
birth, okay.
Dish,
human
don't turn your
children-
friends green, you know?
What? Human children don't age this way, but maybe he's not human.
He's right. He's not human. He's some natural abomination. That's what he really is.
Abomination,
Do you think he
no!
could be Fae?
Just because he's not human doesn't mean he's an abomination.
Well, come on. Let's look at the evidence.
You're like the priest
gonna-
and hunchback
The
of
elves
Notre Dame.
didn't want to keep him, guys. The elves.
I'm gonna
were-
turn and look at him at the sleeping kid.
At the sleeping
She's saying
little
he's a-
blonde kid.
He could be Fae, like a fairy folk.
There he is. That's what he looks like.
It's not an abomination. Regardless, Daleth, you can't just say things like that, especially when he's awake. You'll ruin his self-esteem.
He's. What? I don't care about his self-esteem.
Why
You should.
not? That
Because
has
if he,
nothing. That
if he
shapes the
has
person to be
abilities
good or
and
bad.
you're antagonistic, do you want to be on the other end of that?
Right.
This is why
He's not
Jane's
wrong,
such an evil
Dallas.
person.
If he
She has no
does turn out to be
self-esteem.
some sort of powerful magical creature,
He's just giving him a bit of tough love, that's all.
That's not
I'm
tough love.
gonna give Josh a look like, not really, but
That's
Well-
not tough love. What, Josh?
I mean,
zoom in for you.
It just getting him ready for the real world of that we're in right now. It's not all about self-esteem and love and happiness all the time.
no, but it definitely doesn't help to have people calling you names and treating you like you're a disaster.
We're his family. He has nothing. He doesn't know of anything else.
Well, sometimes families fight. That's just the way it is. and they disagree and they argue.
And there's
Usually, if you say something bad, you apologize and say, "Just kidding," but Dalton means it.
Not in my family.
Mine either.
I'm not here to argue
Right, I
parenting
guess-
styles with
my-
you guys.
My parents
My
not
older
as great
brother
either.
and younger sister treated me like shit all the time. It didn't stop me from being the awesome person I am today.
That does not mean we need to treat people like shit because we were treated like shite.
Shite.
This world is shit.
Come on in, shite.
Here, guys. What is pleasant about this place? We're eating red monkey meats. Tell
We
me a
show
good thing,
Ned
Marigold.
Love and appreciation, and we teach him to use his magics for good, if he even has magics. And then
Well,
we
everything
have
will
no-
be fine.
Reason to believe that he does, other than an accelerated growth rate.
Well, before I met Physic and Danyon and the others, I was incredibly lonely and depressed. I wouldn't want him to feel that way.
See,
That brings up a good point.
And you're
My
not
Thinking
father
of
just
people as
told me.
people. Thank you, Rush.
I know what it's like to have family hate you, and I will not hate this child.
I don't hate him. I just don't trust him. Which I think is a
Seth,
complete
easy.
natural
Thanks for hitting the sub button. New subscriber hype.
His
Welcome to the show,
trustworthiness
buddy.
is based on
Take your
us,
pants
because
off,
we're all
hit the
he
hype.
knows.
Oh, this is that nature versus nurture thing. Listen,
It's a mix. We all
we
know
can-
it's a mix.
we can bombard him with all our love and support, and I will say firsthand that if he's ever in danger, I of course will try to protect him like I would any of you. But that doesn't stop the fact that he's coming from something we don't know and don't understand and can't possibly think we can control.
As he
The wood
personally ever...
elves, the wood elves who have lived down here for centuries didn't want him in their place. That scares me.
You're ignoring their reasoning.
Well,
Which,
I
granted, their
actually
reasoning
agree
was
with
a
Dallas on
and
that.
very elven.
We should regard him with some hesitation and
I
everything, but that doesn't mean we have to be.
Fearful. What has he ever done to actually harm us other than cry a few days ago when he was like this big?
He had 4
A
pieces.
few days ago.
Look, this is what it all comes down to with me, and I'm sorry if I'm being harsh or possibly biased here. He ate 4 pieces of meat when Jash had possibly 3. I didn't see.
Yeah, I had 3.
Yeah,
I
you're a
had
grown
3.
man.
I'm the biggest one.
He's a
But
kid.
he's
What if he gets bigger and older, and whatever we give him to eat, he is unsustainable, so he tries to eat us?
he's not a black hole. He's doing it because his metabolism is faster.
What if he tries to eat us? What if his hunger is insatiable, and he turns into like
That's
a
definitely
pale?
a fallacy.
And my
incredibly
parents-
illogical.
And my parents decided, maybe we should stop feeding him pudding, and he's just had too much pudding lately. I thought, yeah, I'll eat my parents.
What upbringing had pudding? Physics?
Mine.
They don't have pudding up in Azumir, or at least I've never
Well,
seen
apparently he did.
Well, I'm not from... No,
it. I'm jealous
it's a
then.
gnome thing, okay?
Nosy
so
pudding.
we don't know what he is. He may not be human. He may be something else. But right now we're basing him on being human, right?
No,
Some-
pudding.
There's no way.
You've never had it. You don't know.
Oh my god.
No,
There's gonna be a hashtag.
like, is there like a gnome like selling
No.
Jello?
Well, no, what you
I'm
have to
sorry.
hunt down
Hashtag
the
gnomish pudding. That's gotta be a thing.
you have to hunt down the pudding.
Endless
Well,
night.
we
Thanks
know
for the
he's
resub,
not
bud. Much
a
love,
gnome,
man.
and he's not an elf. He's not an orc.
It's a tough fight.
So right now, saying that he might be human, after a while, is if humans continue to grow and age, eventually they decline.
My
Oh.
bigger concern is that, actually. Unless he plateaus in his development, he's not going to live very long.
I'm gonna point when physics says that.
We can figure out how to slow it down somewhere underneath this veil. Maybe someone knows something.
But if we can't, then maybe
Give him
treat
a happy life.
nicely would be the best way for him to live his short life.
Which, I mean, granted, in his own perception, wouldn't qualify as short as the only life he would know, but yeah.
Yeah, the conception of time, you say, is all relative.
Really, Josh.
Wait,
I think so.
I'm not sure.
I heard that somewhere in a bar one time. It just makes me feel smart when I say it. I don't quite understand it myself, but seems to make sense when I say it to people, and they nod and agree.
Something tells me that this kid is going to grow up to be an adult, and he's going to stop aging exponentially. I just have that feeling.
Stop aging.
Yeah. I don't know if it's hope from me, but I also have a little bit of that sense.
Or maybe whatever put him there will come back for him.
And that scares me more than the kid himself. Because what will our argument be? We took him. He wasn't supposed to be taken.
Did he not get our note?
Did we leave?
We left a note!
We did leave a note.
We did leave a note.
We took your kid. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, you did leave a note, so anybody that
And he took the
may
whole
have come
tree,
back,
so...
Oh, that's right. We did leave a note. Yeah.
probably by now has gone to the elves, found out that they don't have the kid, murdered all the elves, moved on. No.
Yeah. Just more room for us when we take over the Elven Nation. There was only one cool elf there, and he slighted my work, so...
I mean,
Yeah, but there were a lot of really fine elves there too, and
Okay.
what if
it's all
well,
Galen.
well,
I'm just saying.
here's a sobering thought. What if this kid is a tally about how nature's going to treat us, and the more we disrespect nature, the worse he'll get, just by some weird connection?
Well, now you're just making...
That sounds insane.
What the hell?
Well, what if the gorillas here were not going to attack us, was putting on a show, and then I shot because I thought Josh was going to get hit, turning this into a fight that didn't have to be.
When I first sent
We
the animals...
planned on killing them.
Yeah, before we even knew what they were, we were going to hunt them, kill them, and eat them. It was convenient that they came to find us.
Let's just be honest about it. It says physic.
Like,
I mean, short of them
there's
saying...
there's no
"Oh,
morality
please don't
here.
hurt
It's
me," I'm pretty
survival.
Sure we were-
You can talk all you want about right and wrong, but unless you're alive, you can't talk all you want about right and wrong.
Okay.
With that, I'm going to make some more steak for the road.
All right, so you want to like make some ape jerky?
Yeah, just severely overcook this stuff.
Okay.
I mean, if it's all
jerky for
vinegary,
everyone.
maybe it'll last longer. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't.
Well, if it's overcooked, it will.
So,
So, all right, will you make as much ape jerky as you want? Do you guys want to? Obviously, young Ned is already fast asleep. Do you guys want to set up any kind of watch or?
Yeah, I don't want to get attacked by monster-growing apes in the middle of the night.
I'll take first watch, guys. Go to sleep.
I'm gonna do some heals
I was
on
going
myself.
to, man. I was going
I'll take
to.
I'll take second. When you get tired, just wake me up.
All
All
right.
right, Josh.
Okay.
That's for me.
14 points of cure ligate on yourself. Okay.
your ligates, they're
Well,
better.
with the rancid smell of blood ape wafting in the wilderness, little to
Oh
nothing.
shit! No, that's bad. Fuck.
Little to nothing, actually, is willing to come and mess with you tonight.
Oh, thank God.
With the
I could've
smell
put that
of
in place easily.
apex predator in the air, you get a quality night's sleep.
Oh.
So, yep, everybody gets a full 8 hours, and you awaken fresh and ready in the morning. If you didn't receive a heal but took damage, you, of course, have your level's worth of points back.
Yay!
6. And you all notice that, of course, in the morning, young Ned is a couple of inches taller.
Of course he is.
It won't
Look
be
at how
long
grow
before
his
the
dress.
slip of a lad is shaving.
Are the minuses to our strength and con gone as well?
They are gone. Yes, you are back to after you get a good night's sleep. The seemingly unpleasant flavored nutrition from the ape meat gets into your system. You can have your point of strength and your con back. Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna do something a little weird.
Oh, that's
He's gonna eat his pudding.
Normal.
I'm gonna eat my pudding now. I'm going to go up to the Dave over here, and I'm going to take a couple of my bottles, and I'm actually going to take ape blood.
All right. Well, in the morning it's kind of thick and congealed, so you'll have to kind of like squeeze it out and get it.
Yeah, that's
It's kind of gloopy. It's not really
there's
liquid
tons
anymore.
of it in there, so
Yeah. But you kind
oh
of like
god. You're right. That was weird.
get
yeah,
some
no. So my
gloopy
hands are all
blood.
covered in like gross ape blood and stuff. And
All right, so
and
while all of you did get a
Listen.
good night's sleep, everybody did have kind of weird, disturbing dreams. However,
Of course we fucking did. Who wouldn't?
Are we gonna turn into giant red monkeys? Is this campaign gonna be amazing?
I didn't say that. I didn't say you're going to turn to giant red monkeys. Just saying you have bad dreams.
Hey, as long as I turn into a giant red monkey with a gun, I'll be happy.
Wrong game. That's a Tortured Earth thing. That's a Tortured Earth thing.
damn
Giant red
it,
monkey
that's
with
right.
a gun. That could be a
Gorilla
Tortured Earth.
Like,
Is this a game of Tortured Earth? Where's the red door?
Yeah, that could totally
Beware
happen.
the
Game of
mist.
Tortured Earth. Giant red monkey with a gun.
So what were our dreams, Gore? I'm scared to know.
Just kind of weird. You know how you wake up sometimes, you know you had vivid dreams, you just can't really remember the contents?
Oh
That's
no.
about it.
Oh, I always have when I have vivid dreams because I haven't taken my medicine, I always have really fucked up dreams and I always remember them. I hate it. It's never the good dreams. It's always like the really weird ones where I had one where I sunk a boat and then paid one of my baristas $300 and then he got mad and threw the money back at my face and the other barista said, "That's fucked up," and stole my cell phone battery.
That makes sense.
That's pretty specific, right?
A normal chain of events there.
I approve.
All right, okay. So, yeah, you all have you're somewhat rested. You had some weird, vivid dreams, possibly induced by monkey blood steak. But yeah, you're feeling better. You have full stomachs, protein back in the diet. You feel like you're ready to take on the world.
How do my arms feel?
Sore,
Huh?
particularly the right one. No, I mean you use cure. I mean you basically did a cure moderate on yourself. You feel all right. I mean you're not down that many hit points. You
I'm
feel all right.
full now.
Yeah, then you don't feel any pain at all. You're ready to roll. God bless Ethereon, everyone.
Who's Therion?
Tritherion even. Well, Ethereon is just one of them. Tritherion is because you're greedy and you want 3 gods.
Tritheria is all 3. Yeah, there you go.
It's the Holy Trinity. Itherion, Pytherion, and Mytherion. It makes up Tritherion. There you go. Drew a card cheered. What's up, Drew a card? Oh my god, that's a name I have not seen in a long
Dude.
time. Much love, dude. Welcome back. Good to see you, buddy.
Who are you?
You don't remember Drew?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Drew a card used to follow me back in the early days. 4 years ago when I used to stream stupid shit like Pokemon.
In the 1880s.
So welcome, dude. Good to see you, man. Much love. All right. Okay. So yeah, all the monkey consumed that you can
You
do.
streamed Pokemon?
I did. I used to stream the crap out of
What a
Pokemon.
loser. I'm playing.
Hey, of everybody that's knocking me for streaming Pokemon, you are the one that doesn't deserve to. I would have named a Pokemon after you if you'd have been in my stream 4 years ago. So, okay. What do you guys want to do?
Move on.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Hike east.
I'm gonna push the kid with my gun, like move it. I'm
no,
kidding.
No.
Joke. I'm joking. I'm
Push young
avoiding.
Ned with the point of the rifle. Come on, kid, move.
Jeez. It's not a prisoner.
So Ned's like a few inches taller. Is he at my head level now?
Probably, yeah. I mean, a 5-year-old is probably getting to that point where he's you know, he's up there. You know, it's like you remember last night when he went to bed. You just had you had it by Nicky Whisker. You were just a little taller than him, and now this morning it's like, we're right there, neck and neck. We are now seeing eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Is he waking up or?
Yeah. He wakes up and.
Hey, buddy, you ready to get going?
I suppose so. The monkey steak was disgusting, but I suppose I ate quite a bit. Is there breakfast?
Oh god, it says the average height of a 5-year-old. This kid's taller than me. Okay.
I'm going to hand him a piece of jerky. Try and make it last a little while, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more?
Try and make it last a little bit, okay? Another one.
All right. Yeah. So.
Do my routine checkup on him, see his muscular strength development, see if his reflexes are in check.
He is pretty well. I mean, as soon as you specifically pointed at that, kid's got some biceps growing, and definitely the formation of a 4-pack. With
the Lord of the Flies fucking kid.
With
Holy
seemingly
shit.
no physical exercise other than walking through the jungle. Hey, he hadn't made it to a 6-pack, right? But seemingly, yeah, he's incredibly fit for a 4-year-old. Obviously, his faculties are pretty with it. And of course, you know, he has learned to speak the common tongue fluidly in 3 weeks. So what can you say?
Yeah.
You know, he's on the ball.
Okay. Too healthy.
Notes.
So he's a 20 in all his ability scores, right? You're looking at his sheet.
Ned is a 4-year-old gym bunny.
Yeah, no, I mean he is incredibly. He has good muscular tone for a 5-year-old and 6 months, which is about what he is.
I'm just thinking.
Give
Yesterday,
it a couple of days, he'll be a 6-year-old.
Yesterday he wanted to be big and strong like Josh. Today he's big and strong like Josh.
Not yet, he isn't.
Not quite. He's got
He's big for a gnome, okay?
Teaching him.
He's got a few more weeks to go. I mean, it's going to take him at least another 6 weeks till he can catch Josh up.
Yeah, we might want to start him in preschool.
You know, by the time you get him enrolled, he'll already be in, like, elementary.
He'll be graduated.
I think he's perfectly adaptable and will do whatever we teach him, including magic.
Hey,
That's quite a change from the other night.
yeah. No, that.
Well,
Let's
if
go,
he
guys.
Yeah, that's
came from a tree, maybe. You know, look at physics. Maybe that's the sort of thing he should.
Like he can turn
Learn.
into a tree when he wants.
Or maybe he doesn't know any magic, which is perfectly acceptable, by the way.
What?
Oh.
And we could teach him how to brawl and fight, and he would be just as good as if he was able to snap his fingers and things happen. All right?
Seems to have an interest in it. If you wouldn't mind showing him some moves,
Absolutely.
like that thing you did yesterday, where you tackled a gorilla.
That thing you did.
This is how legends are born.
Well, those things can't be taught. Let me just first of all say that. Well, I can teach him some basics so he can start picking things up.
Give him
Just
like
in
a
case he
wooden
gets into
knife or
trouble.
something.
In case he gets into trouble, he can have a basis to defend himself with.
In case we get into trouble.
And I'm not against that.
All right.
Anyone else? Anyone against that? Ned, do you want to learn from Uncle Josh over here?
Oh no.
Yes. Can I have a sword? Can I have a sword, Josh?
No, you may
Please?
not have a sword. I'll give you a branch that you can start training with.
A
Brush.
branch.
A
is
branch.
Not a weapon. A branch is a focus of nature, not a weapon.
It's also a tool for learning.
Yes, that brush. What'd you use that brush for, Jazz? You have no hair.
No, never mind.
Fizzle! Fizzle! I
Yeah?
heard you say something about teaching me magic? Show me magic, Fizzle, show me magic! I want to do those crazy spells that you do.
Can I sense this kid's motives?
Oh, he
That's
clearly means to
creepy.
do you harm. No.
That was creepy.
Holy shit! Have you all never been around a 5-year-old before?
Well, that's the thing. Like, kids do creepy things, but like, man,
The future serial killer,
Oh,
everybody.
also, I need
Wants to be
Rush
like
to.
us.
I need Rush to give me an engineering skill check for his attempt at repairing his
Oh.
pistol.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
that was, man.
That was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
You-
just
you-
because
you
it's
did
Gore
say
being
it.
a 5-year-old,
I think
but
it's
like,
because it's Gore being a 5-year-old.
or if it's just like 5-year-olds. Because I remember being a 5-year-old and I was playing charades, and my choice of thing to act out in charades was praying to God to die. Like, that was an actual thing I
that's
did in
dark.
kindergarten. So like, kids can be creepy. I know because I'm a kid and I'm creepy.
Oh, easy, yeah.
What the
Okay.
fuck was wrong with you as a kid?
Not a problem. You
I
easily
didn't like
replace
my-
your
I didn't like my
firing
pe-
pin and you get your pistol back in working order. No problem at all.
But yeah, no. So yeah, I could teach you the
How to heal.
ropes.
How to heal. Teach him how to heal. And to create
Don't
water.
teach him how to call lightning down. Teach him how to heal.
Yeah.
Now the cool thing
Regiments it.
about healing, Neto, is if you run into some kind of thing that came out of the ground all bony and gross, if you heal them, they explode. It's just like calling
So-
lightning, except a lot easier.
So if
What is wrong with you? Why would
something's
you tell a
unnatural,
kid that?
He's excited to do some
Something's
more exciting things. He's
unnatural.
been watching us fight.
and you
But bony thing, gross things that come out of the ground?
That he just watched us level a bunch of gorillas and Marigold nearly get torn in half. That's not gonna scare him. He was completely level-headed.
If the
through that.
kid's traumatized, it's done. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
like,
done
For
thing.
sure.
it's a culture he's growing up in, and he needs to be aware that there are giant skeletons in the basements of previous temples that
There
fly
are
around.
monsters under the
pink
beds.
balls.
The closet monster does exist.
And here's how you fight them.
All right. Well, by now your fire is long since out.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah,
Let's
so
get outta here.
we're gonna get going. Let's get going. Yeah, we'll talk about it as we go.
Okay. Let him face the peril. No, it's too perilous. Too perilous, son of Juxter. Way too perilous. All right. As Marigold... Okay, so everybody begins to form themselves up back in their marching order. Young Ned positions himself precariously between the two gnomes, as he has been instructed to do so.
Woo.
All right. And you begin to march through the forest.
Dink
Went
dink.
from
Dink,
walking
dink,
behind a
dink,
voluptuous,
dink,
gorgeous woman to
dink.
walking behind a kid in a morph suit.
A kid in a dress. Yeah, move everybody up. Okay. Okay. You continue your way through the dark, dank, temperate forests.
Goodbye, yellow mushroom.
Goodbye, yellow brick road. Okay.
We've made so much progress, you guys. Physics didn't even make us all stop so we could taste that one.
Right.
I really wanted to. Okay.
I wanted to lick
make
the
sure Ned was
mushroom.
okay, but I wanted
You
to
know
lick the
what? It's
mushroom.
because he's sick to death of eating mushrooms over the last 10 days and nothing
Yeah,
else. It's like,
probably.
I've eaten 12 of those. They're not interesting anymore.
Goodbye, yellow mushroom. Okay. Alright.
Alrighty, okay. You carry on all morning, early on into the afternoon, and by now, young Ned is probably just a hair above Physic and Rush. He's actually a little taller than they are by now.
He's the big bad evil genius, isn't he?
Yes, he's the one that
He's the one who
crashed
made
the
veil.
dirigible.
Yeah.
It was all him. All right. As you march forward, everybody give me a perception check, if you would.
Does Ned get to make a perception check?
Nope.
Oh.
Ned's not having a perception check.
So, spot check, right?
Spot check?
Yeah.
I was about to say, so by perception, you mean?
By
Ooh.
perception, I mean a spot check.
Ooh.
Ooh, Fizzle and Rush. See, this is why gnomes are good. They're vigilant. I got Marigold. So
Because
it's
I don't
Daleth,
have a
Marigold,
nice
Jash,
Honey in
Physic,
front of me
Rush.
anymore.
Okay.
I got a kid.
Well,
Still
as
going back
Marigold,
there.
Daleth, and Jash, and the young human Ned are really concentrating on what's going on in front of them, Physic and Rush, being so small, are aware of a little more. One of the things that they are aware of is that they are being watched from behind the trees.
By a Mexican wrestler.
A Mexican wrestler.
I don't know why I couldn't think of anything else to compare that
They're
avatar
ridiculous.
to.
There's your Mexican wrestler right there. Alright, yeah. So you notice, our gnomish fellows, you have noticed that hiding stealthily down behind some of the trees are humans. Semi-naked humans, but humans
Oh, but they're dudes.
nonetheless.
I'm gonna call forward to the two with the shields. Back, behind these trees.
Alright.
I'm gonna whisper back to
That's
Dallas. Look, stay frosty.
Trees. Okay.
Everyone stop. Hammer time. I'm gonna grab Ned by the arm and yank him back and just
I was telling him to get me in.
And now his shoulder's dislocated, and we gotta go through
Oh,
all
I can
this.
fix that.
And just shield bash his arm until he goes back.
who wants to try to talk to these guys?
Alright, well, as soon as all of you kind of like take a defensive posture behind the tree, they all step out. Now fully aware that you're probably aware that they're there, they emerge. Several of them, like, all in all, you're looking at, there's 6 of them that you can see. 2 of them have bows, pointed and ready. The others mostly have large, kind of like crude hunting spears. I rephrase that. 3 of them have bows. And 3 of them have crude hunting spears. They're like rock or flint spears on a shaft of wood. The flint head is kind of tied on with vine and wrapped into the split of the wood itself. So they are pretty primitive.
Conversation.
So they're like Amelia. Got it.
Yeah, you know, Neanderthals.
Sorry.
Right, they all kind of step out with very concerned and, you know, aggressive looks on their faces. Their foreheads are tall and somewhat protruded.
I'll step up a step and put my weapon down and my shield down.
Alright, seeing as you have done that, the only woman of the group moves forward and takes front and center position, pointing her bow, like holding her bow sideways and pointing the arrow directly at you.
Okay. Say, hello. I'm not sure if you can understand us, but we come in peace. Do you understand our language?
Shoot to kill. Sorry.
We
That
come in peace. Shoot
translates
to kill,
in-
shoot to kill, shoot to kill. Yeah, you know, and now the only thing she could say to that is all of your base are belong to us, really. All right, no, she steps out with her bow pointing sideways. After saying that, she says, "What tribe are you?
You do speak common.
Why
don't
you
belong-
dress? Why you dress so? Why you so covered?"
We don't belong to a
Yeah,
tribe.
Marigold, why are you so covered?
We are far. We come from far to the west.
"What tribe are you?"
No tribe.
And she kind of takes a few steps forward, and as she does so, the others kind of move in and take a more aggressive posture.
We do not wish to harm anybody. We are just passing right through.
You have spears, you have bows.
Yes, we cannot traverse these dark forests without them, or else monsters will get us.
You put spears and bows on the ground.
I'm gonna turn to everybody. Spears and bows, spears and bows.
What about
Does that count for
flails?
swords?
Oh, spears or
Guns.
bows?
I think maybe they don't know the difference. Just put it down.
They
I'm
just
gonna
mean
set my
buttons.
sword down.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, so
do
you
the
lay
same.
your sword to the ground.
Yeah,
I'll
I guess
put my
I'll
weapons
set all
down.
my shit on the ground.
Alright.
Nah,
What
Oh,
tribe
so-
are you from?
that might fall from them.
Alright, so at that point they all start like moving in a lot closer. Alright, when you say that, she listens, she says, "We are Agashi!"
Agashi, that sounds like a nice tribe.
Oh, well, thank you very much, actually.
We aren't here to
Funny
make
story,
war.
really.
We aren't here to make war with your tribe.
We're
It's
not
short
from
for
here.
shit.
We aren't from around these parts.
Maybe don't mention
It's short-
war. Just a
It's
lot,
short
but
for we
okay.
kill everyone we come across.
Anyone can butt in when they want. They speak common.
Oh, you're doing good, Miracle.
Yeah, you're doing great. Keep it up.
Just don't say anything stupid and get us killed.
Like, we aren't here to cause war. I mean, you just don't mention the W
Let's
word.
have a fight. Okay.
And Physic, maybe draw a dirigible crashing in the ground and then point to it, you know, so
They know words.
Well, they do understand words.
they don't know what a dirigible
Everybody
is.
shut up.
Well, we can explain it.
Shh, shh, shh.
A big metal bird.
My name is Marigold. What's your name? Looking at the girl, lady.
Agela!
A gala.
Oh, good. We're on a first name basis.
Nice to meet
I don't know
you.
if they have a second name.
These are my comrades. Physic,
Paul's
Dallas,
thanks for cheer, bud.
Rush, and Jash, and
Hello.
and Ned.
You all step away from spears and bows.
Oh, I like her.
You step away
Yeah, the
from
left-
spears and bows now!
Alright.
I would
Take it easy.
Let's just make sure no trolls
Alright,
sneak up on
alright.
us.
I'm gonna take
We're on the
Ned
tree.
over this way.
Said,
Take
put the
it.
gun down, Dallas. Damn it.
I did! Take Ned's brush away.
Go Tulu! Get the spears and bows!
Please don't hurt us.
And this big oafish fellow with a spear, wearing his face makeup, comes over and starts to reach over and grab the swords and
But
everything and start raking it off to the side.
don't. Oh shit! Don't push that button. Just hold it like this, you know.
Oh my god.
But not by the little part.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start unloading those things before we give them to people.
Good point. Right.
Whatever
Okay.
happens, happens.
So Cthulhu gathers up your weapons, and
Cthulhu. Holy shit, this got real.
drags off to the side. And she
I
says,
love these guys.
"You are prisoners! You are prisoners of Agashi!"
Ah, fuck.
Cool. Like, we did this with the elves. Sure.
You're just gonna give him a thumbs up.
Listeners,
No, I'm gonna go like, okay.
just cooperate, I suppose. Can we talk to the leader of your tribe?
It'd take for fucking ever to get to
Okay, she looks at you and she says,
me like in a rocking
with
chair.
a big kind of grin on her face, she glances at the others and she says, "It has been a long time since we have tasted human flesh."
Oh, God.
And we will leave it there for tonight. Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, as well as the author of thedmsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out our website, www.howweroll.com. And for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physic here on How We Roll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime. It stinks.
Hey everybody, Shagget here. I play a character on How We Roll. I'm not going to tell you who I play because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How We Roll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not no. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers, bye!
Roll the clip. Hello everyone, I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter. And I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Brinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.